Hey, ladies, this is Jason Bradbury. I want to invite you to a very special place on Thursday nights here in the US, Friday mornings in the Eastern Hemisphere. A place where we can talk about what men are really thinking, what really goes on in a man's head. Um, Look, in today's ideas of gender sameness and gender ambiguities, gender fluidity, which I support all, um, but in that atmosphere, sometimes we kind of forget where most people are most of the time. So what I want to offer here is a space for us to talk about how to get the best out of men, how to raise great men, what a great man is, um, and work on maybe some of the pains and the trials that you have with the men in your life, understanding where they are and what's going on in their heads. How why aren't they smiling anymore? Why do they not seem motivated? Why do all these things? And it really comes back to one of my favorite quotes here by Zan Perion, the author of The Alabaster Girl. He says, "The greatest women are the ones who can see the potential in a man, where it is possible for him to go. If there is to be a meaningful men's movement on this earth, it will be led by men, but inspired by women. We can't do it alone." The reason I love that is that, men nowadays are very, very reactive to the women's movement, to women becoming stronger, and a lot of men just really don't know who they are. Or what their place is in life, caveman time and all the way up until maybe, 3, 4 decades ago, we were the provider and protector. And that's really all we had to be. If we did good at providing and protecting, we were solid men. And there's so much being more asked of us. A lot of us have yet to get caught up. And, within our relationships have changed, to where, that provider and protector used to be enough. Now we want a best friend and a lover and therapist and all sorts of things within our relationship. It's become very, very difficult. So I think of an example where the husband comes home after a long day's work and puts his coat up and he goes inside the house, and his wife comes up and asks him, "How was your day?" Good. How you doing? And she's left there feeling like, it was good. Okay, what happened? Elaborate. What's going on? And time after time, she gets to feel like he doesn't want to share. But the reality is that was the most loving way that a man would talk to another man, right? So there's ways that men can learn to partner with women better, but there's also ways that women can learn to understand what men are going through and how men communicate. From one man to another, that things are all good was about the most loving thing I could do, because it tells you, hey, there's nothing to worry about. The day is over. I'm not holding any big energy. I'm just kind of chill. I'm glad to be home. But to her, it's like, more, what's going on? Why don't you share? And then you think about other aspects of the relationship, and where you want more, and he's trying to make it less, which is a common theme among couples, heterosexual cisgender couples. Is typically she wants more, especially around communication, around sharing, and he wants less. Okay, so we're going to talk about these things, how to work with these things, how to get your needs met, and all that kind of stuff. The show, like I said, is weekly on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Denver, 8 p.m. New York City. Okay, Friday at noon in Sidney, 9 a.m. in Manila or Davao. Okay, and 2 p.m. in New Zealand. And I invite you to come. I invite you to share. We're going to learn. Bring your questions. Bring your answers. And let me be that man in the side of the tent that kind of gives my perspective. It gives perspective of men, men that I've worked with, understanding men's issues from a different perspective. So I hope to see you all, and have a good night, and we'll see you on Thursday.